Protesting the transfer of Charles Ichogor, the resident city commissioner, to Kotido district, the group demands for the transfer to be halted. Take a look.
Following the recent reshuffle of the resident district commissioners and their deputies by the President, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni recently, a section of unhappy residents of Arua City, who mainly comprise of the youth, have come out to reject the transfer of Charles Ichogor, who has been moved to Kotido district. The news of the transfer of Charles Ichogor came as a shock to a number of the locals, as the former resident city commissioner has only lasted for about 7 months in office, where he will be replaced by Salim Kumakech. Magezi Gift, the chairperson Arua City Youth Council, expresses dissatisfaction in relation to the transfers, since according to him, Charles has created a convenient environment for them to live as young people.
This is one of the RCCs that you have realized that is so much patent with the issues of young people. He's always there with young people, and if you realize that this is RCC who is really good. And why we are saying good, and this is someone who is really so much close to the young people, and so far this is one of the best RCCs that Arua City have received, and as young people transferring him, we have realized that it's going to affect us.
Said Sulaiman Onjima, the chairperson Community Peace Advocacy Group, a group that has championed promotion of peace in Arua City, says that they are rejecting the transfer on grounds of Charles Ichogor, who still has a mission to accomplish in terms of promoting peace and security in the city.
It's a painful moment as per now for us to see that what we wanted to achieve from our RCC is not yet achieved and is transferred. It is a very painful moment to us. This group, since our RCC advised us to be united and be in a group, we happen to register this group as per now. This group is registered with the CPO in support of our RCC.
However, Hamza Manzu, a concerned youth in Arua City, is appealing to the government to retain the leadership of Charles Ichogor in Arua City, since he has created for them a suitable environment as the ghetto community, as he now appeals to the office of the president to revoke the transfer.
Our current RCC, Mr. Charles, who is our father of Arua City for now, this is a man who have managed to conquer and champion Arua City with us together, sir. This is a man who have brought us out without fear or favor. We have been hidden in a ghetto, especially with the ghetto youths in Arua City. We had thought that ghetto is a place of a hidden place for criminality. But after receiving this RCC in Arua City, we have realized that we, the ghetto youths, we have value to build our nation, Uganda, and Arua City in large. Mr. President, we are requesting through your office that have a mercy on us. Our RCC should be retained for us until further notice.
According to the group, who claim to be mainly supporters of the National Resistance Movement Party, if their plea is not heard, they will have no option but to quit the party.
Now, if the person who has been handling young people seriously is transferred, what do you expect else the young people of Arua City can do? Only to change their mind to transfer to a party which is now against the ruling government. So I appeal to the office of the president and also to the minister of presidency is that at least our RCC will be retained for some 2 years, so that the plans we are set with him is achieved, and NRM changes the face of Arua City that people knew as an opposition area into NRM region and the NRM city. Nevertheless, as young people, we are ready to mobilize other young people to change their minds from supporting the NRM government to other parties if our RCC is not retained.
What next is if the president did not listen to our demand? It means he don't love us. If he did not listen to our demand, it means he don't want to listen to ideology of NRM. He's chasing us from loving party and our country. We can't agree wrong person to stay with us. The person we agree to stay with us is a person which changes people's life, preach good ideology, preach good idea, preach good decision.
In the recent reshuffles conducted by Office of the President, most local governments in Western Sub-Region were not spared as well, as Charles Ichogor from Arua City was transferred to Kotido District, as he is replaced by Salim Kumakech. Meanwhile, in Arua District, Tokoswai from Adiokoro District replaces Okiswa Geoffrey, who has been transferred to Alemptong District, with many other local governments as well affected. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Moving on with our stories this evening, preparations are ongoing for the second edition of the Wenreko Run, which is set to take place on Saturday the 24th of August 2024 at Barifa Playgrounds in Arua City, where Joshua Cheptegei will be the chief guest to flag off the run. Take a look.
Preparations ongoing for the second edition of Wenreko Run, which is set to take place on Saturday, 24th of August 2024 at Barfa Playing Ground in Arua City, where Joshua Cheptegei will be the chief guest to flag off the run. Right now, Joshua Cheptegei holds world record in 10,000 meters and 5,000 meters race. Kenneth Chigumba, General Manager Wenreko, said everyone is privileged to have Joshua Cheptegei on Saturday, therefore encourages people to get on board that day.
I'm trying to invite or to encourage whoever is listening to us to come and join us on 24th on Saturday in Barifa, and we see Cheptegei will be here. We are privileged to be the first people he's visiting or he's paying a courtesy call to after winning a gold medal for this country, and all this is because of the support from the chairman and his fraternity of the delegates that he works with. So you can already see that the partnership is already bringing some excitement into the whole thing.
Egama Samadrape, Chairman Delegate West Nile Region, said it's pleasure to have Cheptegei to grace the event and further updates the public with the plans to have Wenreko Run on Uganda Athletics Federation calendar, and similarly the category of awards people should expect on Saturday.
Joshua Cheptegei, who is coming here, when he won gold medal last time, Tokyo, we all knew the president gave his time for them. They gave him a vehicle where the president promised anybody who wins a gold medal will get 100 million. Uganda Athletics Federation, through the general secretary this morning, promised now to put this Wenreko activity on the calendar of Uganda Athletics Federation. Our competition, which is going to be on Saturday, is in twofold in terms of awards. We shall have individual awards for those who will win the various events. The first three will get some prizes. Then we have the districts that will be competing. They will be competing for these trophies. The winners, we shall have the women category, number 1, number 2, number 3. These are trophies this is the trophy for number 1, trophy for number 2, and the trophies for number 3 are there. Then we have the one for men, the same. Trophy for number 1 is this size, number 2 is the other size. Then we shall have the overall. When you add the points for women, we have the point for men. Then we get the total. We shall have this big thing going for the district that becomes the champion.
Ayoti Lilian, Public Relations Officer Wenreko, said they are looking forward to expose the talents in West Nile region as a way of giving back to the community.
Have the potential, but this talent is not exposed. So as a company, we looked into this. We have the people, there's potential in West Nile. So how can we support them? How can we expose this talent? So it's the best way we can give back to the people of West Nile for supporting us as Wenreko to see that this talent is exposed.
It is the second edition of Wenreko Run, with the first edition being at Mbarasine Secondary School Playground, and 10 districts in Western region have already confirmed their participation, and the event will see different stakeholders from Uganda Athletics Federation joining the camp to grace the occasion. Oraku Benson Pastore, Faris Majid, Western Television Nilecast.
And moving on in our stories this evening, the contractor taking construction works of 6 billion shillings project at Mamba Seed Secondary School has come under the spotlight from the Committee of Parliament on Education over allegedly slow progress of the works. Alfred Jawok reports.
So what is the problem? Let's read it, because I know you are depending on read it from government.
Yeah, financially we have not been facing some problems.
The contractor taking construction works of 6 billion shillings project at Mamba Seed Secondary School has come under the spotlight from the Committee of Parliament on Education over alleged slow progress of the works. The legislators have queried the initial stages of the construction work of 6 classroom blocks by Rema Construction Company Limited on ground that there are already signs of delay on the completion of the works after the contractor has not completed the work after 18 months in the contract agreement. While visiting the site on Wednesday, 21st August 2024, Honorable James Kabuketeria, Member of Parliament, Buya East constituency, who doubles as chairperson Parliamentary Committee on Education, explains that there is a mess at the site since the contractor has not done good work within the given period. Honorable Kabuketeria said he will table the issue on the floor of Parliament over the delay by the contractor.
Still the district. The time frame is supposed to have ended last month. So they added him some 2 months, and according to them, he's not beating the deadlines. But the advice we have given is to ensure they put pressure on him and he completes in time, other than cancelling, and then this money still goes back.
James Kubi, Navy District Engineer, failed to explain to the committee on why the work has stalled for over 20 months now. Kubi added that the contractor is overwhelmed with many contracts awarded to him, leading to his termination.
Contracts involving multiple sites. Each site should be assigned a separate contractor. This contractor is overweight. He's in Wadla, he's here, he's in Mamba, he's in elsewhere in Arua, he's in Koboko. This alone is 6 billion. Add the 3 billion of Pakwach, add the rest, is a lot to him. So we recommend that each site should have a separate contractor. If we had 2 contractors, maybe by now this contractor of Mamba would have completed the work. Maybe they would be lagging behind, but would have pushed him and would have no problem in paying interim certificate. I thank you. That's my humble submission.
Mr. Albert Okwaimongo, the head teacher at Mambasit Secondary School, appealed to the district engineer to come up with clear reasons why they have taken long to inspect the site. Okwaimongo expressed his disappointment over the delay of the works, as value for money is not seen.
We are grateful but disappointed by the contractor, who seems to be somebody who lacks the capacity. The contract was supposed to take 18 months. We handed over the site on the 27th of January 2023, meaning by June of this year, this contract was to be finished and commissioned. To date, you have seen the work done. An extension of 3 months was made, and again 1 month remaining. When you see the work that is remaining, it becomes next to impossible to completion. We pray that the increase on the workforce on ground may be creating day and night shifts, which is possible, so that the work can be finished. If not, then we are worried.
Meanwhile, Ruta Mugaga, Deputy Chief Administrative Officer, Nebi District, showed his dissatisfaction over the work done at Mambasit Secondary School after carrying out monitoring at the site. According to Mugaga, the contractor reported to his office after the start of the work, and as a district, they will take necessary measure as they are in touch with the Minister of Education and Sports.
So we're also concerned. So what we are doing, we shall take the necessary measures, and we are in touch with the Minister of Education to make sure that that work does not stall. So that's what we are doing. We are following this thing closely. Because at the end of the day, when we lose such projects, you know very well we are not good at, we don't have enough school space. So if that work actually is not completed, then our children will lose out. So we are following it up technically, and we shall see what we are going to do.
It is unclear whether the contractor will beat the deadline of 1 month, as some of the houses are not roofed, plastered, among others. The people got on site declined to divulge information about the project, but referred the committee to the company engineer, Rema Construction Limited, who could not be reached at the time of filing this story, as the same contractor is taking project at Neusit Secondary School at a cost of 6 billion shillings, respectively, under U-Gift program. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Last time I came here, teacher. When was that? Last year. Last year. Nothing much has been done.
He even doesn't know the manager's number.
I should interrogate them and arrest them because that.
And more in our stories. After an engagement with the beneficiaries at Chile Triangle, it was revealed that a good number of people who benefited from the recently concluded capacity building training for the development response to displacement impact project in Moyo district have put the knowledge that they've acquired to good use. Okumu Dominic reports.
The follow-up meeting organized by Enterprise Uganda brought in over 300 people who benefited from last month's capacity building training, where over 1,000 members under Dr. Deep in the district participated in to ascertain the impact of the training on the people. Mr. Megov Dominic, the district commercial officer Moyo, gave more details on the follow-up meeting, saying according to the testimonies they got from the members, most of them have put the knowledge they acquired from the training into good use, and as a district, in partnership with Enterprise Uganda, they will take 20 members to Gulu for exchange visits so that they will be able to learn more from some beneficiaries of Enterprise Uganda and improve on their household income.
I've come for a follow-up to see how our beneficiaries are now putting the knowledge that they got into practice. It has been evident that most of the beneficiaries are able to testify the goodness of the training, which is evidenced by their testimonies in the follow-up meeting. So as a district, and as being the focal person, we are trying to engage in them to see that their business also stands like those who have been trained previously.
Mrs. Eniku Judith, the marketing executive Enterprise Uganda, who was the chair of the engagement meeting, said the purpose of the follow-up is to get feedback from the members on how they go about with their businesses and create market opportunities for the members among themselves and provide vital information for Enterprise Uganda, which can be tailored down to benefit the people in the grassroots.
So our purpose is, one, to pick feedback from these people. What was the interest and how have they responded to the message that we gave them? Number two, it is one way of creating markets. You will hear the other and share the story. I started this, I started vegetables, I've started chicken rearing, I've started ABCD. So they learn from each other. Should there be a need of chicken? Should there be a need of eggs? Should there be a need of vegetables? Each one of these Madi people will know so and so has it. Cabbage. So and so has you contact this number.
She, however, cautioned men to pull up their socks, saying traditionally and biblically, men are known to be the providers for their families, which calls for seriousness and hard work among them, adding that it's not right for a woman to make more money than their men. Therefore, men need to wake up and work hard to support their families.
Message to men is for them to embrace the new trends that have come up. Times have changed. The men simply needed to pull up their stockings, because also it is not good for a woman to be more empowered than a husband.
Annie Koroskovia, a beneficiary of the training, said after acquiring the knowledge, she decided to buy 30 chicks and a piglet, which she is currently rearing, and believed this was made possible by the knowledge and skills she acquired from Enterprise Uganda last month.
I had my capital like 300,000 in my account. So from what I learned from here, I went and drew my business plan, whereby I used that half of money, 150, for buying chicken. I bought 30 chickens, which was each of them was 3,000.
Aserua Provia, another beneficiary of the training, said after the training she started selling boiled cassava with 10,000 shillings as her start-up capital to students, but now has a profit of 80,000, which she is going to invest into another business. The Office of the Prime Minister, OPM, is working in partnership with the Enterprise Uganda to impact business and financial literacy skills to the public, especially those who benefited under the Development Response to Displacement Impact Project Dr. Deep, which ended last financial year with the aim of equipping the members with the necessary skills needed to move on with their businesses even after the closure of the project, so as to improve on their household income in line with the government plan to alleviate poverty in the household levels. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
My name is Orak Benson Pastore. This is West Nile Television, and the segment is what is happening in the world of sports, which always continues to be under the umbrella of the biggest of it, called Nilecast News. I can confirm to you things are running brilliantly when it comes to the world of sports. Straight away, talking about the trending transfer stories in Europe. Remember, we only left with some few weeks for the summer transfer window to get started, and some of the teams, of course, they have signed players. Others are still in the market looking for who to sign before the season concludes. And the team which has been very, very active in the ongoing summer transfer window, if you talk about giants, it has been Chelsea Football Club. They have so far signed over 9 players, and Manchester United, they have added also some into their list, and Arsenal seems to be reluctant. Maybe they are satisfied of the current squad. Meanwhile, Liverpool is also like Arsenal, they are reluctant, and Manchester City, they have added 1 or 2 names in this season. Spurs, they have also been active, but they have only added very few names, and also one of the newly promoted sides, they are also very active to see that they boost their squad such that they can be able to fight relegation. And Ipswich Town, the other time, they were able to complete the signing of Manchester City midfielder Calvin Phillips on loan, including the other newly promoted sides. But let's first take a look at some of the trending stories that are making headlines here. Fulham, actually, they have already completed the signing of Serge Bards from the team of Burnley, and this one has been at £25 million, and he's someone from Netherlands, and he's already in the books of Fulham. I am talking about Serge Bards. And also, away from that, Newcastle defender Kieran Trippier is keen to leave Magpies, and so many teams, they have been interested in his signature. Most of the teams that are playing in Saudi Professional League or in Saudi Pro League, and we are waiting to see if his move will materialize for him to leave the Magpies. That is the team of Newcastle. Away from that story, I can confirm to you, Chelsea, they have completed the signing of João Felix from the team of Atletico Madrid for a fee to be around £45 million. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have seen the attacking midfielder Conor Gallagher joining the Vanda Metropolitan Club. That means João Felix coming to Chelsea. Meanwhile, on the other side, Conor Gallagher going the other side of Atletico Madrid, and this is his second spell at Stamford Bridge. The first one was 2022/2023 season, which was on loan. Officially, I can confirm to you, João Felix is a player for the team of Chelsea. Also, away from that story, Nottingham Forest have signed left-back Merino on loan from the team of Aston Villa. That is also another story which I feel I don't need to leave out. The team of Nottingham Forest signing Merino from the team of Aston Villa. Aston Villa right now, they are preparing for the upcoming UEFA Champions League, and they are having so many star players in their books. So the only thing they need to do is releasing some of the players. Merino is now a player for Nottingham Forest, not on permanent basis, but on loan. Still at Villa Park, former Arsenal custodian and also World Cup winner with the national team of Argentina, Emiliano Martinez, has extended his contract with the team of Aston Villa. He has been a tremendous custodian for the team of Aston Villa, and because of his brilliant performances, they have extended his contract. That's Aston Villa for you. Then they are called the Blades. Away from that story, lastly, another story I feel I don't need to leave out is a very big story. Who doesn't know Emmanuel Neuer, the custodian, the goalkeeper for German national team, who is playing for the team of Bayern Munich? Officially, this guy has announced his retirement as a custodian for German national team. With that, we have come to the conclusion of today's edition of NILE Sports News. Have the best of your night, and we'll link up again tomorrow for the same segment of sports.
Thank you, Rako Benson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports highlight. Viewers, that marks the end of the NILE cast.